Good evening. Thank you for joining us. I'm Tiana Wright.
And I'm Natalee Mailer, and this is Sports Night.
Last Thursday night was the last regular season for the Flomaton Hurricanes as they took on the Marengo County Panthers.
Marengo's quarterback looks to pitch the ball, but it's fumbled and recovered by Blake Max. Akel Dixon takes the handoff and takes the ball up the left sideline for a touchdown. Marengo's quarterback pitches the ball, but the running back is tackled behind the line of scrimmage by Ryder Spence. Jax Fillmore takes the handoff, finds a hole for another Hurricane touchdown. Marengo tries to punt the ball, but is blocked by Miles Adams and recovered at the 3-yard line by Guy Murphy. Jax Fillmore takes the handoff, cuts to the right, and scores another Hurricane touchdown. Marengo tries to run the ball, but the running back is immediately met by Brody Phillips and Guy Murphy. Fillmore takes the direct snap, runs to his right, and follows his blockers for another Hurricane touchdown. Marengo's quarterback looks to pass, but is intercepted by Blake Max. He runs the other way and returns it for a 30-yard gain. Max takes the snap, rolls to his right, and looks deep for Akel Dixon for another Hurricane touchdown. Jackson Newton kicks off for the Hurricanes, but it is fumbled by Marengo and recovered by Aiden Bell. The Hurricanes try a double handoff, which is received by Akel Dixon, where he runs it in for his third touchdown. Marengo tries to escape their own end zone, but the ball carrier is swallowed up by the Canes defense for a safety. Jax Fillmore takes the handoff from Harper Harrison, and he bursts through the middle, where he takes a knee at the 1-yard line. This allows John Wesley Sessions to run it in for a Hurricane touchdown. Mason Newhouse takes a handoff from Braden Dahl and looks to run for the pylon for a Hurricane touchdown. Newhouse takes the handoff and cuts up the middle, where he is tackled for a 12-yard gain. Nall hands the ball off to Camden Martin, who runs up the left sideline and scores the final Hurricane touchdown of the night. The Hurricanes end off the night with a stop behind the line of scrimmage for their defense. The Hurricanes build momentum going into the playoffs by defeating Marengo 63-0.
The Hurricanes finished their season 6-4 and will travel to Anniston to take on the Walter Welborn Panthers. The Panthers finished their season as number 1 seed in Region 4. They are 7-3 on the year, having lost non-region games to 4A Anniston and Claiborne County, as well as 3A Ohatchee. This will be the first time Flomaton and Walter Welborn will play. The game, of course, will kick off at 7 p.m. If you are not making the trip to Anniston, you can watch the game on NFHS Network or listen on WPFL 105.1 FM.
Of course, last Friday night was the Battle of Murder Creek. Let's take a look at the highlights.
Number 4, Carter Hodges takes the snap, looks, has nowhere to go, scrambles out, throws off his back foot to number 5, John Andrews, for a first down. Hodges takes the snap, takes it himself, picks up a first down, and is finally tackled inside the 10. Hodges, under center, hands the ball to number 12, Drew Mackey, for a Blue Eagle touchdown. The snap goes directly to number 8, Quavion McCants, for a 2-point conversion. Nathan Commander takes the snap, hands the ball to Guy Askew. He makes a cut, bounces it outside, and will be taken down around the 35. Nathan Commander takes the snap, hands the ball to Guy Askew, who has the lane, bounces it outside, and taken down at the 20. Commander hands the ball to Takai Askew, and Takai will fight his way to the 5-yard line. Nathan Commander takes the snap, hands the ball to Takai Askew, touchdown T.R. Miller. Hodges takes the snap, takes it himself, has a lane, and is finally taken down at the 30-yard line. Hodges takes the snap, fakes a toss, overthrows his receiver, picked off by number 4, Scooter Williams. Scooter on the return and will be tackled around the 30-yard line. Commander hands the ball off to Williams. Williams hands the ball off to Hubbard. Hubbard gets a first down and is taken down at the 45-yard line. Commander takes the snap and is immediately sacked by a combination of Eagles. Eli Hubbard to punt. His punt will be downed inside of the 1. Commander takes the snap, hands the ball off to Askew. Askew has a lane, makes one-man miss, and is tackled at the 33-yard line. Commander takes the snap, fakes a handoff, throws to number 34, Kavarius Bell, who gets chopped down at the 10. Commander takes the snap, throws to number 10, Marshall Lovelace. Touchdown, T.R. Miller. Commander takes the snap, hands the ball to number 2, Takai Askew, who is taken down at the 35. Next, Commander takes the snap and is taken out of screen and sacked by Jaden Ewing, number 25. Next, the Commander hands the ball to number 2, Takai Askew, who barrels in. Touchdown, T.R. Miller. Hodges takes the snap, hands the ball to John Andrews, who is immediately met at the line. Commander hands the ball off to Askew. Askew hands the ball off to Kavarius Bell, who gets taken down at the 10. Commander takes the snap, hands the ball off to Askew. Askew gets the corner. Touchdown, T.R. Miller. Eli Hubbard's punt is muffed and picked up by number 16, K.J. Henderson. The ball will be spotted at the 10 due to ruling. Commander takes the snap, tosses it to Askew, who hops in for a T.R. Miller touchdown. Hodges takes the snap and is immediately pressured and shoelace tackled by number 8, Langley Folsom. Hodges hands the ball off to Frazier, who is met by an ensemble of Tigers at the line. Hubbard takes the snap, hands the ball off to number 28, Jordan Jolly, who gets shoelace tackled at the 41. T.R. Miller wins the 80th Battle of Murder Creek, 36-8.
With the win, the T.R. Miller Tigers improved to 7-3 and secure the 2nd seed in the playoffs. The Tigers will host the Anniston Bulldogs Friday night. The Bulldogs are 6-3 on the season, having lost to Andalusia, Jacksonville, and Hadley. This will be the first meeting between the Anniston Bulldogs and the T.R. Miller Tigers. If you are not going to the game, you can watch it on the NFHS network or listen to WKNU 106.3 FM.
The Blue Eagles fall to 7-3 on the year with a loss and finished at 3rd seed in 3A Region 1. The Eagles will travel to Wedowee to play the Randolph County Tigers. The Tigers are 9-1 on the year, having only lost to the region opponent Walter Wellborn. WSNL and Randolph County have never played before. If you are not making the trip to Wedowee, you can watch the game on NFHS Network or listen on WBZR 105.9 FM.
Well, this year we were able to go to playoffs for the 2nd time in a row, 2 years in a row. I think that's the first time we've gone back-to-back playoffs since maybe 2014-15. And really, it's only the 3rd time in the last 20 years Neil's been to back-to-back playoffs. So I think it's a huge accomplishment for the kids that they were able to bounce back and make the playoffs for the 2nd year. And our goal here is to win this game this week and get us a home playoff game next week possibly. Well, as I've told you quite a few times this season, turnovers and things of that nature play a big part in any game like this. I think this week is maybe a little differently. Defensively, we got to do our job as far as being aggressive and getting after them, because they're definitely an aggressive offensive football team. And they're a high-scoring football team. So we got to really play good on the defense side of the ball. Offensively, I think we're going to have to, like last week we had 11 penalties, way too many penalties in the game. We're going to not have penalties and not have turnovers. And then we're going to have to correct some problems we've had in the kicking game. Our kicking game really has failed us, and we're going to have to really bounce back with that kicking game in the game this week. To do those things is going to be the key to victory for us.
Remember, the Alabama High School Athletic Association sets the prices for all of the playoff games. Tickets prices for this week's games are $10 on GoFans plus fees, or you can pay $12 cash at the gate. This will be the price for all 3 games. We will have all the action for you next week on Sports Night.
This past Tuesday, the Flomaton Lady Cane cheerleaders traveled to Mobile to compete in the regional championship.
The funnest thing about coaching cheer is just relationships with the girls, but I also like to see them grow over the season in regards to what they weren't able to do at the beginning of the season, what they're able to do at the end of the season. So just watching them be challenged and grow in those challenges and building relationships is the best part to me. Biggest challenge is probably the school dynamic. Just because we are a smaller school, we don't have as many resources as I would like to have for girl athletics. So that's something that we've struggled with a lot, like funding and buying things that we need. We have to pretty much fundraise for all of that. So that's probably the biggest struggle. Well, varsity just competed in regionals yesterday and came in second place. So we are going to state in December, and hopefully we will do well there. So we're really looking forward to that as a squad. So to become a cheerleader, everybody, you can sign up to try out. We have tryouts. We have UCA judges that come to the school. We do closed tryouts, basically where there's an administrator. The coaches are in there. We do not do any of the judging and the scoring. The outside judges come and do that. And so they do that, and the cheerleaders are chosen based on their score. We also do teacher recommendations based on their attitude in class. How they perform academically. All of those things are engrossed in their overall score to decide who makes the squad. And once we have all of those scores compiled, then we're able to see who the top 10 to 12 cheerleaders are, and that's our squad. The best thing to do is to practice working on jumps. You can always watch YouTube videos. Get to know a cheerleader, talk with them about the process, what they can be doing, working on, have someone critique you that knows proper techniques and cheerleading things, and that way you're prepared for tryouts.
With all three football teams in the playoffs, boys basketball will be delayed. We talked to the basketball coaches and players from each school about the upcoming season.
I feel pretty good about it. I think we'll be a little bit more guard oriented. I think we lost some size off last year's team. I do think we have a lot of experience coming back. I think that the experience is going to help us a lot. Hopefully we'll be a little bit better shooting team. I think we'll have more guards on the floor at times, but I think that's probably the biggest difference is, a smaller lineup, and hopefully that means a little bit better defense, a little bit better shooting.
How I feel about this upcoming season, I feel good. We've been doing some stuff different this year, preparing early. We've been working in the open gyms, scrimmaging each other like every other Sunday, and working hard to prepare for the season. I feel like when we got Thomasville coming up, they're a pretty good team, and how we preparing for it, we go Sundays, go to Sunday practices. We haven't really got into all that practice and stuff to see how we really can prepare for it yet, because football season's still in, But after football, we'll be getting into more of the basketball stuff, and then I'll know a lot more of how we're gonna prepare for it. But right now, we're working on football. So, yeah.
Key skills most definitely is having a voice, because basketball isn't just getting up, shooting the ball, dribble pass. It's not just that. Like, you have to be able to get up. You got to be able to speak loud, like speak your opinion, because at the end of the day, it's about teamwork, communication, and getting a dub. I definitely believe that Chloe Smith would be a major player in our season this year due to her being not only captain, but one of the best juniors that we have on the team. And considering that we have no seniors, I just feel like her, JC Himes, Taraji, like all these kids, like I just feel like those are like the top three. Like they got good aim, they got good sportsmanship. They can speak and voice their opinions no matter what. And yeah, so we're taking dubs all year. I'm real happy and stuff because we've been like training, conditioning, we've been doing everything back to back every single day. So, I feel happy, but, a little bit nervous because we are playing in such a great team and stuff, and I'm just ready to see what everybody brings. I expect us to win, nevertheless, and, I just expect good and positive attitudes from both myself and the girls.
I feel like the season gonna go good this year.
What team are you most interested in playing?
The team that I'm interested in playing the most, probably Jackson.
In my opinion, the season gonna go great.
What team are you most interested in playing?
Lighthouse.
Team gonna go pretty good.
And what team are you most interested in playing?
Hillcrest.
I think that the season will go well. We just gotta build more team chemistry and execute what Coach Mike wants us to do.
And what team are you most interested in playing?
Hillcrest, because I've never played them before, so I'm ready to see what they got. Well, that's our show for this week. We'll have all the action from tomorrow night and next Thursday, along with the playoff news from now on. I'm Tiana Wright.
And I'm Natalee Miller. Good night, everyone.